Trekeri, znači evo, što bi rekli, krenuli smo da radimo na ovoj, jeli Karissimo, koja sezona ljubavi? 11. sezona, pazi ovo, 11. sezona. I imamo jedan strašan vikend ovde u Piemonteu, smo napravili sami sebi. Imamo i sponzore koje ćemo sutra najaviti i danas evo imamo jedne male sponzore. Tu smo skočili do Piemontea i gledamo da nekako ovaj vikend provedemo onako u najboljem nekom duhu i nekoj atmosferi i energiji. I da ne bi došli, nije ispao kao vinski vikend, ali nismo mogli da promaknemo i da ne odolimo, da ne dođemo, na primjer, u jednu vinariju. I ovog puta smo pikirali Paolo Scavino, tako da ćemo, evo sad da dođemo u Paolo Scavino i da vidimo šta se tu dešava. Jedan deo su u berbi, još nisu obrali sve, ali jedan deo je sigurno u berbi. Pretpostavljam da će neka od dve sestre da nas sačeka, možda i ne, ali možda i da, ne znamo situaciju. Inače smo imali jako težak let danas, iako je trebalo bude sve benigno, ali posle kad bi se neko žali na Beogradski aerodrom, kako se dugo čeka, reći ću mu par nekih stvari, to je sve benigno, drugari, jer danas check-in na pasoškoj kontroli na Malpensiju je bio jedno kilometarski dugačak. Kineza i Gruzijaca nikad više u lajnu, jebi ga, tako da smo nekako uspeli da držimo, ako smo sat i po prolazili kako se zove, do pasoške kontrole, tako da Pariz, New York i ovo ispada jedna ozbiljna banana u smislu kao vremena, ali nama to ništa nije bilo teško, napunili smo se energijom, imali smo jedan strašan dobar pit stop u Osterija Veljo i evo nas ovde ispred Scavina i sad dođemo da vidimo ko će tu bude s nama, da napravimo neki kratki prilog, jer kad smo u Barolu potpuno je besmisleno da ne odemo u neku vinariju, a ovog puta idemo po meni jedno od 10 najomiljenijih kuća iz Piemonte, iz Barolo zone, Paolo Scavino, i da vidimo što oni rade. Imate ih u Beogradu i ko nije probao, realno treba da proba, da kupi negde u nekoj vinoteci, ne mora u Baltasaru, negde to postoji, ali strašna jedna kuća, istorijska kuća sa strašnim vinima i oni se nalaze ovde u Castillo de Faleto, tu su komšije u poziciji Anuziato, a inače imaju taj rezervu iz 2015. koja je dobila 100 i evo Karissimo obrće tu, naš drugar istražuje lešnike, jer ovde ipak je i zona lešnika i mislim glupo je da ne probamo ni lešnika, smo već ovde. Ali idemo se prvimo, se čekiramo da ne bi se slušali neki podobranci, ostavili auto i zapalili. Mislim, to bi bio jedan srpski maner, ali mi nismo u tom fazonu. Ajmo. Okay, this is our friend Roberto from Paolo Scavino. It's ambassador, yeah?
Yes, sir.
And one of our hosts, yeah?
Yeah.
And you will now make the turn.
Yeah, now
we go to the cellar.
Well, we go to the cellar. I show you the facilities.
Yeah, let's go. We never been here, but we like Paolo Scavino.
Yeah, good. And then we go for the tasting. Okay.
Thank you very much.
So please follow me
go.
this side.
How long we are working here?
Since 2016.
2016? Oh,
yeah, almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years, you know. They buy you some present watch, something like that.
Maybe you can give a suggestion.
Look, in Serbia, in the past period, when somebody working 10 and 20 years, everybody give the present because you're working 10 years, Thank you. Evo nas, znači, podrum, sudovi. Where we are?
Welcome into our cellar. So I give you a quick introduction to the history of the Paolo Scavino winery. So the winery Scavino was founded in 1921 by Lorenzo Scavino, and today we are at the 4th generation of the family which runs the winery. So today the winery is owned by Elisa and Enrica Scavino, 2 sisters, so girl power.
Yeah, girl power, yeah.
And we like to start saying that we are first of all Barolo producer. And this is because today the winery owns 30 hectares exclusively in the Barolo appellation area. And we have vineyards in 8 of the 11 townships of the region, so spread it out all around. And all our vineyards has the appellation, so we can potentially produce Barolo everywhere. Then, of course, it's a choice of the family to dedicate some specific parcels to different varietal, like Dolcetto, Barbera, the white varietal for our white wine, the Sorriso, and some for the Langhe Nebbiolo. But potentially, they can only be exclusively Nebbiolo for Barolo vineyard.
When you mention the white grape, what you have of the white grapes, you say?
For the white, so we only produce one white wine, which is called Sorriso. That simply means a smile in Italian.
Smile, yeah, nice.
And it's made by a blend of Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, and Viognier. 100%
international grape
100% stainless steel, so very fresh. And this is the only white. Consider that the 60% of our total production is exclusively Barolo.
Barolo.
Yes.
And when you mentioned the 8 places, which one is this?
So the 8 villages.
The 8 villages,
we start from Castiglione Falletto, where we have the most historical vineyards since the beginning, since 1921. But today we also own vineyards in Serra Lunga d'Alba, Monforte, Novello, Barolo, La Morra, Verduno, and Roddi d'Alba.
Very nice.
Yes, 8 villages.
8 villages. Yes. And how many labels you have?
So, talking about Barolo,
Barolo.
We start from the Barolo Classico, which is our blend, so made by multiple vineyards. And then as a single vineyards Barolo, we have the Bricco Ambrogio from Roddi d'Alba, the Monvigliero from Verduno, we have Ravera from Novello, Prapo from Serra Lunga d'Alba, we have Bussia from Monforte d'Alba, then we have Bric del Fiasco, which is the flagship of the winery from Castiglione Falletto.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. And Rocche dell'Annunziata, which is our Reserva from the village of La Morra.
It's a neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah. And then last year, with the 2020 vintage, we also released for the first time the Rocche di Castiglione as a single vineyard. We did the 2020, the 21 was made, but it has been used in a special Reserva that we will release in a few years. That will be a blend, but Rocche di Castiglione is also one of our single vineyards.
Of these 30 hectares, it's a 60% Barolo,
yes.
And how many bottles you produce?
So the total production of the winery is about 180,000 bottles per year. So about 110,000 is exclusively
exclusive bottles. It's nice from 8 to village, you know, 8 position, it's very nice. Yeah. What is your favorite?
It's too difficult to choose a favorite.
Nothing is difficult.
It really depends vintage to vintage.
I have always two problems, you know, when I'm in Barolo. I like Monvigliero position in Verduno, you know, because it's completely different in the style. In your case, I like very much Bric del Fiasco, you know.
So Bric del Fiasco is part of the heart for the family, you know. So it's for sure is always one of my favorite personally.
Nice.
One of the that I really like a lot is Prapo from Serra Lunga. Prapo from Serra Lunga is always one of my favorite.
Okay, let's go explain what. Yeah. Okay, this is.
So here we are in the fermentation area of the cellar. So during the harvest, all the grapes arrives upstairs where we start destemming. Okay, so we total destem all our grapes. After that, the fermentation and maceration process starts in stainless steel rotary fermenters, which are located upstairs. After the maceration process, the wines are racked down in this room. So using these holes that you see on the ceiling, so by gravity, we go direct into the press. We do the final press of the juice and berries, and the wines are racked in these stainless steel vats where we end the alcoholic fermentation. Once the fermentation is over, we start with the aging process. Consider that we only have few wines which are 100% stainless steel, so not aged in oak, which are the white, the Dolcetto, the Vino Rosso, and one of the 2 Barbera that we produce.
One Barbera is a stainless steel,
yes. All the other goes to the barrel room and we start the aging in oak.
Super. Yeah. Let's go. Trekiri, interesantno. Pratimo situaciju, vidimo, poslije će vidimo sa Erikom kakva je berba bila, što u stvari još nisu obrali Nebbiolo, ali čućemo za ovo i šta je predikcija za ovu 25. New barrels.
Just arrived yesterday.
Fresh.
Really fresh. Yeah, not yet. So, here we are entering this part of the cellar that was built by the beginning of the 2000s. So from this point, the winery develops under the hill that is on the back of the house. So we are always on the same floor level, but at the end we are 15 meters underground. Yeah.
It's very fresh, you know, nice temperature.
Oh, sorry.
Because today it's a very hot day. It's about 25 Celsius today in Castiglione.
Yeah. So here we are really in the heart of the cellar. So this is our main barrel
acoustic place.
Yes, where we start the aging of our wines. Talking about our Barolos, all our Barolos are vinified and aged exactly the same. And this is because the focus for us is to bring in the glass the pure expression of the terroir that we have. So no difference at all in the cellar, the difference comes from the vineyard. Okay? So all our Barolo does in total 20 months of aging, 100% in this large cask. So we do not use anymore the barrique, so the small French barrels.
Not anymore in using,
no. For many years, our aging was about 10 months in barrique.
When you stopped doing this?
Starting from 2017,
2017,
yes,
it's almost...
Before it was about 10 months in used barriques and then 12 months in large casks. Now it's 100% large cask.
We can say more traditional,
Yes, absolutely. The first year of aging is in this room. Then, between July and August, the wines are racked to the next room for two simple reasons. So, first of all, we need this room free for the new harvest that has to come. The second is that all the winery is temperature controlled, but specifically in this room, we have also the heating under the floor that we use during the malolactic fermentation. So,
Tell me, this eggs, you are like experiment?
This for the moment are just experiment. We purchased some of this about a couple of years ago. And we are doing some tests on white, on reds, but it's something
Maybe
new.
will be some new approach, you know. What?
The eggs are 400 liters.
It's a big place here, you know, That means in the future you can put more this big barrel.
No, so here
is how much is this? This is one.
This is 50 hectoliter.
50 hectoliter.
No, this space here is for the barrique.
It was before the barrique.
It's still for the barriques because we continue today to use the barriques, but only for two wines. So the Langhe Nebbiolo, which does only 6 months of aging in oak, which is a mix between some large casks and many small used barrels. And the second Barbera that we produce, which is called Barbera d'Alba Affinato in Keratin. This is a Barbera that comes from a very old vineyard where the vines are now 75 years old. This Barbera is only made in the best vintages, so it's not always available. And for that wine, we do 10 months of aging, 100% in used barriques. So we never use new oak, as we do not like that kind of taste.
This is the style,
So before, the first two passages are with wines that we usually do not bottle, we sell in bulk. And then we start to use from the third passage when they are more neutral.
That means only for the two wines, this barrique, you know, it's using for everything else? It's
of course, the wine that we do not bottle goes in there to make them used. Then that wine is sold in bulk, and we use
like
for
everyday wine. Understand.
No, it's not everyday wine. Sometimes it's really Barolo, but it's part of the selection that we do in the winery. So every year about 10% of our Barolo production is not bottled by us, but we sell it in bulk to bigger wineries, okay? And this is because of the selection that we do.
Selection, okay, I understand now.
So when we have new barriques that we have to use a little bit before to use for our wines, that wines usually goes in there, maybe. Yeah.
Ah, it's nice. Yeah. Okay, we are mixed with barrels and with the stainless steel, yeah?
Yeah, and this is because, so in this cask here, we do the second year of aging, okay? Then, when we reach the 20 months of total aging, before the bottling, we do one step back to stainless steel. And this is to stabilize the wine. So all the Barolos are racked back to stainless steel vats, which are all temperature controlled. We simply decrease the temperature of the vats. In this way, all the tartaric sediment, all the impurity of the wine slowly deposit to the bottom. And for us, this is very important to avoid the filtration before the bottling. So we never fine our Barolos before the bottling. We just do this natural filtration, which is just the deposit that happens in the stainless steel vats. Yeah.
Did your Barolo aging 36 minimum, or you are putting the more?
So after that, we do the bottling, okay? We do about 1 year and a couple of months of bottle aging before the release on the market.
Release in the bottle,
yeah. So from the harvest to the release, you are always on the fourth year.
Fourth year.
So now we are releasing the 21 vintage. We are in 2025.
How was the 21?
21 has been an amazing vintage.
Amazing vintage.
Yeah. No, it's really, it's probably one of the best of the last 25, 30 years.
Really?
Yeah, it's really
better than 16.
So it's, on my personal opinion, it's very close to the 16 in terms of quality, but these are two very different vintages.
Okay.
But,
because in my opinion, when I read, the 16 was in the last 10 years or 15 years was amazing vintage, I know that you're for 50.
They are very, very different. The 16 and the 21.
So it depends on the position, everything.
But it's for sure as great as the 16, the 21.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We're waiting this 21.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I want to ask, I thought just pass,
Okay, now here we go a little bit more in the dark.
Dark side. Yeah.
So
I'm
happy to show you the library of the winery.
Oh, we like library.
So this is our collection of older vintages, which for us today is very important. This collection...
we are in the bank now,
Yeah. So
do you accept credit cards?
So this collection was started in the beginning of the 60s by Enrico Scavino. Has always been increased year by year. And today this is a really big collection. So we are now close to 70,000 bottles.
70,000 bottles in this fantastic.
From the 60s till today. And this is today a great opportunity for our customer, because every year we can...
It's like a Fort Knox in Barolo,
Every year we can release some of these bottles to our customers. So every year we have a selection that we do with different vintages, different single vineyards, different format. We also have Magnum, double Magnums, 5 liter. And so this is a great opportunity to get something.
And what are you doing? You are selling this, or for private you are selling?
Yeah, these are available for our private collector, for restaurants, for some of the importers that want to get something a little bit more aged. This is like the cherry on the cake,
So this is explaining when a few years ago, you're importing, I'm buying, for my wine shop, Brico del Fiasco 2007 and 2008, which I want to have, because I'm a big fan of this, and this is explaining, that you have from 60, and...
So these bottles never left the winery, so they are absolutely conserved in the perfect condition. Here is where we are 15 meters underground. So of course we have a natural temperature, but there's also the system that controls the temperature and humidity. So it's a big investment, but we are really very proud of this.
Yeah, it's big investment.
So this is just a part of the library because, of course, we cannot fit so many bottles just in here. A few years ago, the space here was almost over, and we built a new cellar on the opposite side of the existing one, which is totally dedicated to the library. Now I bring you there to see it.
It's fantastic, just Serbia, 70.000 boca trenutno u podrumu od 1960. berbe. What is the last vintage what you have here?
It's the oldest.
The oldest is 1960, but because it's the youngest, it's 20 or?
The younger is the 20, of course.
20,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge selection, 8 position, and all wines are here, you know, from in some quantity.
Consider that every
in respect of the quality.
Yeah. So every year, about the 15% of each single vineyard Barolo is conserved for the library. We keep it by the side for the library.
Fantastic bank. You know.
Long-term business.
Yeah.
So this winery, this part of the winery was not existing before 2016. We made it as new.
New library.
Yeah.
This is new part from 2016.
Yeah.
And it's also vintage from...
So the vintages from 2015
2015, okay.
are stored here.
Almost when this part is open, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. This like for the party?
No, it's for the library.
Da. Very nice. 21. This is the...
Yeah, we printed the date of the foundation of the winery, and that one is a label of a special reserva that was released to celebrate the 90th anniversary. So we just printed the label on the, painted the label.
New eggs?
Yeah, other experiment, just other experiment.
Hey, it's fantastic, you know. And how many bottles you have here? From 2015, this is like, that's been second library.
Yeah. So in total, it's about 70,000. So, but
but
how many we have here, how many we have there, I don't know.
This is for the big bottles.
Yeah, these are all for the big bottles. The most famous that we were renting was Cannubi in Barolo.
Cannubi,
yeah. This was the only vineyard that has never been owned by the family. It was a leasing, a rent. Since 1985. And then in 2018, the contract expired, and so they had to stop with the Cannubi. But today, all the vineyards are owned by the family. Yeah. So, as I was saying before, in total, there are 30 hectares in 8 villages. So, we are located exactly here now, okay? We are in Castiglione Falletto village. The village of Castiglione is behind our shoulder on the top of the hill. So the most historical vineyards starts from here, from Castiglione Falletto. But as I said before, today we also own vineyards in Serralunga, Monforte, Novello, Barolo, La Morra, Verduno, and Roddi d'Alba. So we go north to south, west to east. And this is what permits to us to really show all the diversity that we have in this region. You know, what is so magic of the Barolo area is that the terroir makes a great difference. From each single hill, each single hill makes a different wine. And this is what we like to underline with our single vineyards Barolo. This is why they are all vinified exactly the same. Yeah.
Well, that's nice, that's nice. And what is the production, for example, from, it's of course different,
some are super small parcel. To give you an example.
How much bottle you make from Brick del Fiasco, you know?
So Brick del Fiasco is one of the biggest. Is 2.5 hectare. We produce between 8 to 10,000 bottles per year of Brick del Fiasco. But
what is
Mobiliero is less than 1 hectare, is 0.8.
0.8.
So we do about 4,500 bottles. Prapo is even less, is 0.7. So 4,000 bottles in total. Bussia is 1 hectare. So it's about 5,000, 5,500 bottles. So they're generally all small parcels.
That means you're lucky then in one of the exceptional positions like Brick del Fiasco, you have the more bottles, you know.
Yeah, you know,
one on another way.
Yeah, absolutely. And the biggest parcel that we own is Brick Ambrogio in Roddi, this one, because here we have in total we have 7 hectares. 5 hectares are planted with Nebbiolo for Barolo, and the other are planted with Dolcetto and Barbera, and a little bit of Merlot that is blended in our Vino Rosso, which is like a table wine.
Table wine, yeah.
But even
all
if
this wine comes from the 7.5 hectares, yeah?
Yeah, but even if we have 5 hectares planted with Nebbiolo for Barolo, the production is limited to about 12,000-13,000 bottles.
As you can see, the Barolo area is very small. From north to south, it takes maybe 20-25 minutes. From west to east, it's maybe 15 minutes. But the diversities and the differences that you can find among the vineyards are amazing. So for us, it's very important to show the purity and the identity of each vineyard. So Roberto maybe already said that we produce mainly Barolo, which is we focus on Barolo, but we have also small production of Dolcetto, Barbera, Langhe Nebbiolo, which is also very important wine for us, and a tiny production of the white wine, which is a blend of Chardonnay, Sauvignon and Viognier, that we planted where we couldn't grow any red varieties. So it's a small production, and
yeah, he told us about 200,000 bottles, you know, in total of everything.
Yes, in considering in a good vintage, because for example, 2017, 18, and 19 were 3 vintages in a row where we produce 20-25% less each year for different reasons. But for example, 2021, which is the current vintage, was a regular vintage also in the quantity, so the quality was extraordinarily good. In Piedmont, we had in the Langhe area, we had a succession of amazing vintages. And it was unprecedented in our history to have had so many years one next to the others. I always remember my father who said that in the past it happened to have maybe 1-2 great vintages in a decade. If you think to the 60s or 70s, 80s, there were maybe in the 70s there was 71 and 78, in the 80s there was 82, 85, and then the last 3 years in the 80s were good. In the 60s there was 67, whereas let's say starting with 1996 until now we can count the difficult vintages, which was maybe the 2002, and it was difficult because of a huge hailstorm, so which reduced dramatically the production of Barolo. But all the other vintages were really very good, different for style, for characteristics, but the quality is really very, very.
In the last decade, we can speak about 16, 21.
If we have to
15.
pick.
In your case, 15, it was amazing.
If you have to pick really very, very few vintages, I would say 2016 and 2021.
It's great.
Yes.
For sure, I know.
On a local newspaper. So there was the owner who was written an advertisement that they were intentioned to sell this vineyard. So she told to my father, and my father called the number, and there was a lady. She was her husband passed, and she was not in the wine business, so she decided to sell. And my father met her, and he recognized the potential of the vineyard, beautiful exposure, south exposed, quite old vines. And it was 1990, and the price of half a hectare. There are, I think, many people who spend more today to buy bottles in 1 year than. So we bought that parcel for 27 million lira, which correspond to 15,000 euro. At that time, it was already a lot of money. Today, say, wow.
I remember lira.
By this vineyard, by the soil, there is a very franky, silty soil, which gives to the wine great elegance, great finesse, but also great structure.
It's very interesting because people don't know how it's expensive to have the vineyards in Barolo area. Because I know that you have that you rent that Canubi. I speak with Roberto, and now it's normally that lots of winery have the rent the vineyard in some area. And if you want to buy, it's how much the price is now. For example, it's very interesting because people don't understand how it's so expensive, you know. It's really expensive.
The problem sometimes is not how much
you have to pay. Because they don't want to sell.
To find.
Yeah.
So if I give you today 10 million euro and I ask you to buy
give you good position,
piece of Canubi, Brunate, Rocche, you cannot spend that money.
But sometimes money don't mean nothing, you know, because you can buy what you want.
The Barolo and also Barbaresco region are very small region, as I said before, and the owner of the winery are the one who work in the vineyards, are the one who make the wines, the one who do the marketing. So there is a very deep bond with the soil, with the land, and sometimes even old people don't want to sell their vineyards, even if there are producers who can offer really very good price. But it's part of their life. They say, what I do with the money, no?
Sometimes money can buy anything what you want.
Working in the vineyards for mostly of people who are here means the life, no? So
because people don't understand, especially for example in Serbia, that why the Barolo is so high level, you know, because if you want to have the vineyard and produce the wine, it's cost, you know, cost everything, you know. And
first of all, Barolo can be produced only in 11 communes in this area. Okay, so you can cultivate Nebbiolo outside, but you will never make Barolo. And Barolo is made by 100% Nebbiolo grapes. It's considered one of the greatest wine in the world produced by one varietal. Okay, because you can find many great wines in the world, but are blend with the different varietals, whereas Barolo must be 100% Nebbiolo. And consider just Barolo and Barbaresco. We are not so far, Barolo from Barbaresco, maybe there are 25-30 kilometers. The same plant, the same vine planted in the Barolo area gives certain characteristics. Barbaresco area slightly different because of it's very demanded than Nebbiolo. It depends on the soil, it depends on the exposure, it depends on the altitude, a microclimate, of course. So this is the Barbera d'Alba. 2023 is 100% Barbera grapes. We made two different Barbera. This Barbera, which is a wine which we recommend to enjoy pretty young because it shows a great fruit, a great freshness. And another Barbera, which is the Barbera Affinato in Carati, which comes from Bricambrogio, a vineyard where we make also the Barolo Bricambrogio. There we own 6 hectares. 5 are planted with Nebbiolo and 1 hectare is planted with Barbera. So it's a very old vineyard of Barbera. Vines are 60, 65 years old, and so we make, we vinify separately. Anyway, this is a wine to enjoy really young. And the Barbera, you know, was a wine that in the past was not considered really among the greatest wine, because Barbera vines tend to produce really big quantity.
Yeah.
So when the winemakers started to reduce the quantity in the vineyard, the quality of Barbera improved really a lot. Barbera has a great fruit, great freshness. It lacks a little bit in tannins. The beauty of the Barbera is really the freshness.
Freshness, yeah, very fresh, nice, nice fruity nose. You know, so many cherries. Cherries, red fruit, very nice, very lovely on the nose. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Bricambrogio is a teased vineyard in the commune of Roddi. There we own 6 hectares. 5 are planted with Nebbiolo for Barolo, and 1 hectare is planted, as I said before, with Barbera grapes. Bricambrogio is the only cru in the village of Roddi. Roddi is one of the communes which makes part of the Barolo appellation. And it's a really beautiful vineyard. As you can see, it's a hill which emerged from a quite flat area. So the microclimate that we have here is really incredible. The winery is here, we are here, and from here to Bricambrogio it takes maybe 3-4 minutes by car. But both in summer and the winter time there are always at least 3 degrees of difference in temperature. In warmer is a little bit fresh, and the winter is warmer. It is because there is always a breeze which refresh, so even if it's very well exposed, there is a perfect microclimate which exalt the flavors and aroma, the fruit of
means it has more fog also, or?
Ovo je bazičan Barolo.
No,
Osnovno.
it's not determinant with fog, but it's more really freshness. There is always this breeze, so it's warm, but never so hot like it can be in other vineyards. If you look at other exposure, there are always vineyards one next to the other, side to side, but Bricambrogio is a very open area in front of this hill, so the characteristic of Bricambrogio is really this perfect microclimate which exalt, which gives great flavors and aromas into the wine.
We are wine trackers, you know, and we like to track, you know, and this is the finally, you know, thank you very much, Erika, that we track to your winery, you know, to your family, and that we have opportunity to taste this very lovely wine, you know, from Barbera to Barolo, this 21 amazing vintage, really amazing vintage, you know, and the people who, we are just sending the message to the guys who are following this, the 21, don't miss, really don't miss. You have something to just say to the final, you know, or...
Yeah, we expect another excellent vintage for 2025.
Hey, just give the last comment from 25, come on.
Yes. Until now we are very happy with the quality of the grapes. They are very healthy. Production is good, not too big quantity. So we are now waiting maybe 1 week more before the harvest of Nebbiolo. We did already Dolcetto, Barbera, because these grapes mature a little bit earlier. And we are doing sampling in the vineyards in these days, and the sugar and the acidity are very well in balance, and just waiting for the last touch to arrive at the excellence.
That's very good.
Cross the fingers.
Thank you very much. We will give you a bit the best. Next week you will pick up probably Nebbiolo.
Nebbiolo, end of the next week we consider to start with Nebbiolo grapes.
In the meantime, guys, 21, it's amazing, and I just want to say my favorite wine. I'm not the Porsche snob guys, but I like this very much. You know, sorry, this is what I like, and this Brickfield del Fiasco.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the time. Great pleasure to meet you, Erika. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.